Atheist is a person who does not believe in the existence of a god or any god. Theist is a person who believes in the existence of a god or any god.
Point 1. Based on what I observe, Christians must stop from going to church to pray and avoid mass gathering because only this action can prevent the spreading of coronavirus from getting worse. Point 2. I think that Christians do not pray much anymore because the church is empty and nobody going there anymore. This will cause fading in their faith to their God, and religions are not the same.
Well, for the norms for Christians, what we actually do is that the Christian has been given pastoral directive from Catholic bishop to hold mass gatherings. This is because to prevent the spread of coronavirus from getting worse. And the current measures are also in accordance with the recommendation of the Ministry of Health. Second, what we actually do is the mass are still conducted live from church. This is because to continue praying and also social distancing at the same time. Final but not least, for sacraments of penance or confessions, anointing of the sick and Holy Communion can be done through an opinion with the parish priest.
For the issue alcohol in medical for Muslims, what the atheists see is Muslims are not allowed to take any alcohol as it is haram to them. So, to the atheists, this issue includes alcohol in medicals.
For these, alcohol are haram to ingest, but it's not entirely forbidden for emergencies. So here are a couple of few decisions stated by Islamic Fiqh Council of the Muslim World League (MWL). First, it's allowed to use in treatment medicine that contain percentage of alcohol that dissolve and are important for the medical industry and have no replacement. Under the prescription of an upright doctor, it's also allowed to use alcohol as an outside antiseptic for wounds and germ killer and in outer creams. Next, the Islamic Fiqh Council recommend medical industry companies and pharmacies in Islamic countries and medicine importers to make the best they can to exclude alcohol from medicine and alcohol-containing medicine and use alternative medicine.
Okay, for the issue no mass gathering for any religion, atheists believe if they stop and restricted for going sacred place such as mosque, church and temple, it's for their own good. For the point number 2, they also believe if they will not pray much anymore, it will affect them. For what aspects? It is their faith to their religions.
So for theists, believers confirm to do their own praying formality at home. As we know, the COVID-19 can spread from air and touch. This is to prevent the spread of coronavirus from getting worse, and to continue praying as usual and also social distancing. This is to prevent the spread of coronavirus from getting worse, and to continue praying as usual and also social distancing.
For the Christchurch incident, Brandon Tarrant killed 51 people in mass shootings at Al Noor Mosque and Linwood Islamic Center. Brandon Tarrant was assumed to kill the Muslims out of the reason him being a Christian with massive hatred towards the Muslims.
Finally, the issue of Christchurch massacre and white supremacists. The mass shootings by Brandon Tarrant at Al Noor Mosque and Linwood Islamic Center has given a rise to several implications to the communities on his actions. To the atheist, Brandon Tarrant, who killed 51 people at Al-Noor Mosque and Linwood Islamic Center is assumed to kill the Muslims out of the reason him being a Christian with massive hatred toward the Muslims. But the truth here is, the text sees that Brendan Tarrant was a white supremacist. A white supremacist is the racist belief that white people are superior to people of other races and therefore should be dominant over them. Before he got caught, the shooter left behind 74 pages manifesto which suggests the white nationalist ideas behind violence and attempted violence in the United States and elsewhere had influenced him deeply. In his manifesto, The Great Replacement, firstly, Tarrant described himself. He quoted, "As a regular white man from a regular family who decided to take a stand to ensure a future for my people." He described his people as ethnically and culturally European. He says he wants to protect the European identity, culture, and race from multiculturalism, and has listed declining birth rates among whites as proof that they will eventually be eradicated.